When the Florida Legislature convenes Tuesday for the 2018 session, one of its most urgent issues will be to make nursing homes safer. 12 people died at the Rehabilitation Center at Hollywood Hills in Hollywood after Hurricane Irma swept through, cutting power to air conditioning and turning the nursing home into a sweltering death trap. Demands for reforms to nursing home regulations were immediate, from local, state and federal leaders. About a dozen bills relating to nursing home reforms have been filed in the Florida Legislature, many of them requiring nursing homes and assisted living facilities to have generators that can power air conditioning. Those bills have stalled in the face of opposition from the nursing home industry and conservative legislators who are skeptical of government-mandated business regulations such as the generator requirement. But lawmakers face outrage from advocates for the elderly if nothing is done. Gov. Rick Scott has already required nursing homes to have generators that can power air conditioning through an emergency rule, but that executive order has been challenged in court by groups representing nursing homes and assisted living centers. Other nursing home-related bills include new inspections by the Agency for Health Care Administration, a matching grant program for facilities to purchase generators, and a wide-ranging bill filed by State Sen. Gary Farmer, D. Fort Lauderdale, and State Rep. Katie Edwards, D. Plantation, that would expand the state's Elder Care Ombudsman program, allowing undercover inspections, and also permit families to install video cameras in patients' rooms. Here are some of the other issues legislators will tackle in the January 9 to March 9 session. At least a dozen bills to regulate nursing homes are under consideration in the Florida Legislature after 14 people died at a Hollywood, Florida, nursing home that lost power during Hurricane Irma. The latest are identical bills filed Tuesday by State Rep. Katie Edwards, D. Plantation, and State. At least a dozen bills to regulate nursing homes are under consideration in the Florida Legislature after 14 people died at a Hollywood, Florida, nursing home that lost power during Hurricane Irma. The latest are identical bills filed Tuesday by State Rep. Katie Edwards, D. Plantation, and State. The main thrust of the legislature's part in helping fight the opioid epidemic will be the money it dedicates in the state budget to treatment, law enforcement, purchases of opioid overdose medications and other funding meant to combat opioids. Scott has called for $53 million to be specifically dedicated to the cause. Lawmakers have filed several bills to limit the number of days a doctor can prescribe opioids for acute pain. One bill calls for a week, another calls for 3 days, or a week in special circumstances. The latter bill has versions in both the House and Senate. The opioid epidemic is especially prevalent in South Florida, where Delray Beach has filed a lawsuit against drug companies to recoup the costs of treatment, and Broward and Palm Beach counties are both considering doing the same. Opioid-related deaths increased 35% in 2017 over the previous year, according to a medical examiner's report.